Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. It's me, TheBladeGamer, of course, and I am joined by...
his awesome sister, the Rubber Mushroom.
And in the last episode, we finished up the Forbidden Woods and did a few side quests here on the Forest Haven. In this episode, we are going to be doing a lot of sailing. The first thing that I want to do is sail to the south so that I can get the map pieces along the way. We need to sail to the west, and I will be speeding up until we get to where we need to go. Alright guys, now that we've finally finished getting that piece of heart, we want to make a quick stop on this small island known as the Angular Isles. It is known as the Isles because there are actually two islands next to each other, except you only really need to go to this main one right here. So, in addition to that piece of heart we just got, we want to climb up here for yet another treasure. Very quickly, you want to pull this one out only one space or else you will be knocked off the ledge. Then you want to work your way up here and push this one off. Let go. There we go. And then you want to pull it a few more spaces so that you can climb up yet again. Now if you have the wind in the right direction or your deco leaf out, you could probably just glide across instead of having to push that block around, but for this purpose, I find it easier to just pull the block out. And up here is our first encounter with a blue choo-choo. Blue chews give you blue chew jelly, which can be used to make blue potions that heal both magic and health. So this is very convenient if you need to make potions, but unfortunately there is a very limited quantity of these. There's about 20 if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to get blue potions, you need to keep track of where all blue chews are located. And in this treasure chest we get yet another piece of heart. Now, like I said, we have a lot of sailing to do in this video. There will be one other stop that we will be making on our way to our next destination, but until then I will be speeding up yet again. Alright guys, this is the last stop that we will be doing. Now you may be able to see in the distance if you're watching in HD, there are a flock of seagulls flying in the distance. This will be one of the more important mini-bosses that we will encounter. I will be taking out my camera just to show you the flock of seagulls. Now, when I sail up to it, I will not be taking its picture, but I'll be attacking it with the boomerang. And in here, we have a big octo. Now, big octos are a very important mini-boss in The Wind Waker because when you defeat them, you get various rewards. Now, it takes, I believe, 3 or 4 hits on each eye with the boomerang to destroy the Big Octo. Now, like I said, I will not be taking the picture, because when you take a picture, it takes up a bunch of time that you have to fight the monster. So I will be taking its picture at a later time to show you what a good picture looks like, because I don't feel like being teleported to a random spot on the map just right now. This Great Fairy gives us an extended magic meter.
I like that her legs are like little spirals.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. So, like I said, that is the last stop that we should be making on our way to our next destination. So, I will see you guys at our destination. Alright guys, we are on Headstone Island, and I actually encountered this submarine that I forgot was right here. So, let's take one more stop and enter the submarine.
Oh,
and
boy.
here you have actual bomb chews. Now these guys are real menaces.
Kamikaze.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you probably just want to avoid the bombs at all costs and smack them with your boomerang when you get a chance to.
You know what? This is probably the most extreme case of hot potato I've ever seen.
Yeah. This is actually really fun.
I was gonna say. Oh wow, they don't die in one hit with the boomerang. That's weird. All around the mulberry bush.
Any more? There
Link
we go.
chases the bomb tree. I don't know.
And that's the last one, which reveals a treasure chest yet again.
Oh, you won the treasure. Here's a ladder.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Where did it come from? There's no hole in the ceiling.
Well, I haven't looked at the ceiling, so you don't know that.
I saw it climbing up. There was like nothing there.
And we get a treasure chart. Now, most of these submarines contain a treasure chart or a chart of some sort. So, whenever you encounter a submarine, it's very important that you try to clear it so that you can get the reward that's inside. So, yet again, I will be speeding up and meet you at our destination. Alright, so now that we've finally reached Greatfish Isle, we have learned that Jaboon has actually left to yet another island, and we must meet with the pirates on Windfall Island. But before we do that, we have several things that we should do while visiting this island. Now, towards the back of the island, you may have saw a raft with yet another traveling merchant on it during the cutscene. So, let's go to our delivery bag, and let's see if he would be interested in the sea flower. Now this is the second out of third that he is interested in. So let's see if he wants the sea flower. And he will give us an exotic flower for 25 rubies. So, we found 2 out of the 3 shopkeepers right now. Not shopkeepers, but traveling merchants. The other one will be quite a while off, but we should be seeing them.
Can you pick up those rocks and throw them?
Not too far from now. Yeah, I can pick them up if I wanted to. Now, in addition to... Oh, getting red lines. Yeah, so he's telling us we need to go to Windfall.
Didn't the bird just tell you that?
Yeah, it's kind of holding your hand. So,
Wait,
over
what?
there is the fish, and we want to go get the map really quickly. I'm so happy that I don't have to pull out the Wind Waker every time I want to change the wind's direction, because that makes things a lot easier.
So much faster.
Yeah, so much faster, like you said. And we have Greatfish Isle.
When it happens. Okay. Good to know.
Alright, so very quickly we want to sail back over to the spiral-looking island that you may have seen. Now, very quickly you want to get out here. You may also want to equip the Deku Leaf when you have a moment to. So, climb to the top of the spiral and see what awaits us. Over here we have a Korok kind of staring at this dying tree. Alright, so he is saying that because this tree is withering, almost all of the others that they have tried to plant throughout this great sea are withering as well. And that we need to go back to the forest haven and get some forest water in order to help them. So we will be doing that at a much later time, because the forest water actually has a time limit on it, so we need the ability to sail around very, very quickly. Now if you look over there, you may see a bit of a ledge towards the right of that split in the rock. So what we want to do is take out our Wind Waker and change the wind's direction to the north or the northwest. I'm going to be doing it to the northwest because that seems a little bit more accurate to me. So we want to jump off and use the Deku Leaf. Now this is very convenient if you have the extended magic meter, but I'm sure you can get some magic from pots and various flowers you may find along the way. And inside we have yet another piece of heart. These are being handed out like candy. It's pretty... there's quite a bit. So, Now that we're done with Greatfish Isle, we need to sail to Windfall Island. So, I will be sailing to Windfall Island, and I will meet you guys there. Alright, so you know how I said that we wouldn't be seeing the traveling merchant for a while? Well, normally I don't take this route, but for this video I'm going to be heading to this island 2 blocks north of Greatfish Isle. Now, over here we see yet another Korok with a dying tree, and over here we have another blue chew. So you can stun it with a boomerang and get 1 blue chew jelly, or you can grapple the blue chew jelly and get a golden rupee. I didn't feel like breaking out the grappling hook though. So, let's speak to the final traveling merchant that is in this game. Very quickly though, let's take a peek under their hat, now that we have the Deca Leaf. Yep, they're Gorons, for those of you who couldn't figure it out by now.
That's cute.
Alright, so he wants to see something that we may be holding on to.
Store? Is that what he said?
So if you trade him the exotic flower, he's interested in the in trading you a pinwheel for 55 rupees. And we get a pinwheel, which is a pretty cool item. Alright, so now we have accessed all 3 traveling merchants. Now for the rest of this trade quest, it'll be more of a fetch quest. Let's say that this guy, he may want the town flower, so we need to go back to Windfall, buy a town flower, bring it back to this guy, he'll trade us something different, which the other merchant may want, etc., etc. Now I don't quite remember everything by memory, so I am going to have to figure out which route I am taking, and the next time we go to the merchants we should be good to go. Now right over here is the fish, so we'll be getting the map, and then I will meet you at Windfall Island.